Hello everybody and welcome back to my Lego City Tunnel project. This is part 2 of this little mini series here, I guess. And if you haven't seen part 1, I highly suggest checking that out before watching this video because you will see the whole process of building this awesome tunnel section on the bottom. Today, of course, like I said in the last video, we will be focusing on the upper deck area, and that's what I'm calling it from now on. It's the upper deck. So the upper deck area, we have a few things we need to do. First off, we need to do railing, obviously. We need to do buildings, and we need to do the nature area in the center. Now, there are a few things that I need to think about, whether or not I want fencing blocking out the nature area, or if I want that to be an area minifigures can go into. There's definitely potential with both. I need to think about how tall I want some of these buildings, if I want them all to be the same distance out, or what I want to do. And I need to think about space-wise and things like that. Now, I know that I said in the last video to comment down below what you want me to build. However, this video is actually filmed on the same exact day. So, I'm building some buildings up. And if you guys have suggestions for what you want me to build, let me know in this video as well. Because I am probably going to be completely fine with breaking these. Because they're probably just going to be very simple, basic buildings. And mainly because I am having some brain farts with ideas here. So today we're going to mainly work on the railing first and the nature area. And then we'll focus on the buildings. Just because that will help me personally. So I'm just going to get to work, and then I'll be back in just 1 minute. Okay, and just like that, we have probably the smallest looking update ever. But it's really not. I just completed the fence, and this is so major because I used an interesting technique. Now, you might be thinking, what the heck is that? Or maybe you know. This is the tread pieces that originally would be on a lot of Technic vehicles. I don't have a lot of them, but I did have one. And I stole some treads off of it, and I had some spare ones from somewhere. I don't know where they're from, actually. And I used them as fencing, and I made it really taut so that it looks like a fence. And it looks really cool. I've never seen it used anywhere, but there it is. And sorry about that. So the way it's attached is with a stick going through the center hole, and then it's just pressed between a modified 1x1 brick and a cone. So there's that. It is looking very cool. Now, any other things I've done? No, I haven't completed anything else. I have started brainstorming some ideas. I'm thinking about making the greenery area a area to walk in. And I'm also thinking about really making this an area where, you know, people that are waiting for their bus can go if, you know, their bus is going to be a while, you know. Maybe you don't want to wait down in the bench area, you know, you can come up here. But you could also, you know, shop here if you wanted to. Now, shopping. I know I've said that a lot. You know, we're going to put stores up here. We're going to put stores up here. We're going to put stores up here. You know, I've said that at least 7 times, I swear. But this building is not a store. Obviously, it's a city museum. And it sadly does not fit in the city anymore. There's not really any room. I mean, I suppose I could put it in the pedestrian area over in this little gap. But, like, I really wanted to put something else there. I mean, that looks cool, but no, I don't want it there. But this new area is an interesting spot because I could definitely modify this museum and put it up there. So it would be smaller, thinner, and have a little bit less detail than it does right now. I really don't like these sides, so I think I could really make this look actually cooler. But I really kind of like the idea of putting this up there. So I think I might put it more over on this side. So then I can put maybe a cafe over here so that it can bend. Because I really want to keep this section here as a walking area. Because if you can see, there's kind of like the same distance. It's a little bit more than here. But I kind of want to keep that same distance. So we could almost have a building that corners to here. Then we could have our museum. And boom, 2 buildings done. And I'm really liking the idea of a cafe. I really wanted to build a cafe, and I just never did. Now, unfortunately, with a cafe, that means that we have a donut shop down at the bottom. I'm really not going to pay attention to that. I guess this top area will be more like a coffee shop, but I'm not sure yet. I just need to start building, and we'll see where it goes. But I just want to let you guys know that this next update will probably include putting the museum as a new modified version up there, and maybe working on the nature area a little bit more. Well, actually working on it. I haven't done anything yet, so actually working on the nature area. But we'll see where that all goes, and I'll see you guys in a minute. And there it is. The museum is in place, and honestly, as you can see by all of these bricks here, it was a lot more work than I expected to build it this much smaller. So it's got some of the main exhibits still in it, so it's got the crystal and the gem in the windows there. But other than that, it's pretty much a facade. And as you can see there, it's only 3 blocks deep. Now, I did modify the roof a little bit so that we could still have that skylight as well as our little dudes on the front here. So I really like how that turned out. But in regards to the rest of this space, it's going to have to wait. Well, not for you, but for me. It's really late here, so I'm just happy to get all of this done. And then when it's the morning, I'll probably get to work on this again. So I'll be back in just 1 minute. And just like that, the next morning came around and I did just what I said I would. I got to work on this and I got some minor progress done, I would say. It's pretty much a lot, actually, but it just doesn't look like a lot, I should say. And here it is. Here's the park fully built. This idea popped in my head to put the map in a rock face, and I really like how that turned out. So I think that's going to stay there for quite a while unless I don't like it anymore. We have a benching area so you can sit down, you know, chill, relax, and we got even a little fountain there and some trees. But I have also collected some parts here. This color palette is gonna look really cool, I hope, and I'm gonna be building an actual real life company in this area, which I'm super excited. So maybe you guys will notice the color palette already, but I can't wait to build this one, and I hope you guys are excited as well because I'm gonna get to work on that, and then I'll be back in a minute. So I'll be right back, right when I'm getting pretty much done with this building. Oh my gosh, guys. There's just something about completing a real life build that makes me so happy and so satisfied with myself. So, of course, there's no branding on this building yet, but maybe you guys will recognize it. That is, of course, a Starbucks. Now, personally, I'm not a huge Starbucks fan, but it's a really nice little building design, and I've got pretty much all of the elements of the Starbucks, including the side where the logo will go and the side where the text will go. So hopefully it all fits. It might just say Starbucks, not Starbucks coffee, but who knows. But you'll also notice I have taken down our rock map. That's because it was here. And notice you can hardly see the Starbucks. So I'm gonna try and figure out something else because this is awesome. So I might keep this together, but I need something else so that that Starbucks is not blocked because it just looks way too cool to be blocked. So we might use some more with the park, just making it a little bit different laid out and adding a few more things here and there. But I mean, I am just so happy with this. So now the final part, of course, of this video is to add back in everything. So minifigures, vehicles, fix the park. I'm just gonna do that quickly. It's not really gonna be that crazy. And then we should be done. So I'm gonna go do that really quick, and then we'll get to all my final thoughts on this really awesome new addition. And there you have it, guys. Everything is in place and pretty much how I want it to be. So obviously there are some incomplete portions of this project, but they're barely noticeable, to be honest. So the first thing that has changed, obviously, is we've added in our pedestrians up at the top, we've added in some cars, and we've even fixed up the park a little bit. So you might be wondering, where the heck did the map go? We'll get to that in just a couple minutes here. So Another thing that is not done now is our sticker, which is the Starbucks one there and the Starbucks one on the side that we have to do. With that same project, I'm also probably going to make a sticker for the Target, which you can barely see, but the Target one is actually falling off, so we might actually do a real sticker for that. So we'll see if we get real stickers or not. I'm hoping that we do, because I really want to do some fun little stickers for the city here. Another thing that we still need to do is, of course, the side. It's still wide open, and it's not the end of the world, because not everyone looks from that angle, but I'm definitely hoping that I don't like the tuning garage as much as I think I will, because I think it would make a good place right there. But I'm not sure yet. So the park got a bit of a change with the fountain and stuff all centered up, and we added in some trees there. You'll notice that every single person except for Bart has a mug getting coffee from Starbucks or Starbricks. Not sure yet. And yeah, it is really cool to see all the pedestrians in here and all of our cars back in. So one other thing, well, two other things that I hope to do in this area is a median here. So we're going to have a median going down to about here, because we still need to be able to have cars come around that direction, because this is a very weird intersection. But I'm hopefully going to have the median go to here, and then we're going to have two street lamps coming out on either side, so double-sided street lamps. And I think that'll look really cool. Next section in this area is this space right here. I've wanted to get rid of this toll booth for a while now, and now this gives me the perfect opportunity. I have a new design here, so we can do a new design here. I'm thinking about doing some sort of triangular section here. It's going to be quite large, and we'll see how that all goes. I don't know that it's going to be as big as I think it will, and we might modify that wall there. Now, like I said a little bit earlier, you might be wondering where the map mountain went. That is in our pedestrian area, which got a little bit of a change as well. I redid the stairs, so now it comes more out and then down so that we can fit our map there, which I really like the map there, actually. I think it looks cool there, and I think it does nicely merge into our upper deck. Then we've still got Target there. We've still got the Lego store. We do have some more vehicles parked, and I really like how they look there. The pizza and ice cream truck are a little bit switched up. So the pizza truck is now turned this way, the ice cream truck is this way, and we have a garbage right there in the middle. But some of the minifigures that were down here moved up onto the upper deck. I don't know which ones for sure, but I know we did have a few that went up there. Now, we do also have this space right here. So, I still have the burger shop, kind of. So obviously, the burger got moved over to our beach area, like you see there, which still doesn't have an interior, sadly. But we still have the original burger shop build, and we still have some of the bowling alley stuff. And obviously, neither of those buildings are in here. So I'm thinking about building some sort of bowling alley that we can put into this area. Maybe a real-life bowling alley. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to wait and see. But that should be coming in a future video as well. But I mean, the pedestrian area, although it changed barely any, it did get a bit of a change. And obviously, of course, this is the main part of the video. So, again, if you guys didn't see part 1 to this, you definitely want to see how major of a change this was. Because, I mean, this looked crazy different. I mean, we had yellow train station here originally. So, the yellow train station is still together, but it's just not in there anymore. And maybe in a future setup of the city, we can definitely get it back in there. But for now, this I love. I love this so much, and I honestly like it more. So don't let the train station know, but I like this a lot more. So obviously, I just have a few more things I need to do with this, but I didn't want to keep this waiting. You know, take probably a lot longer than I expect. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing, and let me know in the comments down below what you want me to build next, because I've just been in this building mood and I really want to get building, and I've just had so much time to do it. So let me know what you guys want me to build in my city next. Maybe have a real life store you just love. Maybe we can build it, but let me know in the comments down below, and I'll make sure to let you guys know when I'll be building next. For now, this is Cool1177 saying over and out, guys.